不催眠，不会完成到课本。
She encouraged everyone.
你会学到知识，同时你会得到练习。
他可以很精准地讲出 key points。
My name is Nef Francis, and I spent the last 12 years at 2 of the top boarding schools in America, Phillips Academy Andover and Rosemary Hall. I came to China on a one-year teacher exchange. I guess 1 year turned into 2 years because I decided to stay because I realized the impact that I was making. According to the statistics, it seems that there are a lot more Chinese international students going to schools in the US. When you're in the US and you're teaching, you never think about the fact that the students are coming from China. You just assume that all of the students will be very smart, so you don't really need to pay attention to them as much. In America, when you ask students a question, they'll raise their hand. But when I came here, all the students were kind of putting their hands up like this, and I said, you guys have to raise your hands, all the way up. I can't see you. There were some things that I just wasn't aware of, and so eventually I'm starting to learn more as I experience more. In China, there's this called having face, and so basically having face means that you have sort of status in front of others, and I think that maybe the Chinese students feel that they might lose face by making mistakes in class. I do a lot of repetition, and I think having them speak out loud, also having them present material that I've taught them, that's really helped to bring up their level of confidence. Coming here, it made me see that when you're transitioning, it actually is really difficult, and I think for a lot of those Chinese students going to schools in America, that it can be a difficult transition, and maybe they do experience loneliness and there's so many other things, whereas the American students kind of don't really have to go through that. So I'm the founder of the Shanghai Exchange. It is a bridge that connects outstanding teachers from top boarding schools in America with international schools in Shanghai. And I really want to make this opportunity available to sort of my colleagues in the US. Because the Chinese international population is growing, I think it's so important for them to sort of understand the cultural aspects so that they can better help the students. Last year, I think it was a big transition for me. I didn't know the language, what type of food was I going to eat. I've been in America my whole life, so all of my friends and family, everyone's in America. Those were my main fears. Bringing teachers over, I really want to help them to, acclimate to the surrounding and giving them some more guidance, which I feel like I didn't have as much when I came. In my spare time, I like to visit the historical site. I love Yuan Garden. I love Jinan Temple. I love going to the malls. I love going to Shenzhen and just kind of, trying out different restaurants. And I'm still figuring out there are so many more restaurants that I haven't tried. The Chinese New Year, it's a time where Chinese families get together. I would be with friends and we would cook some Shanghainese dishes, or try to. So my favorite dish is soshi guiyu, and it's also called sweet and sour fish. Maybe do karaoke if we get bored. Kind of spending time and getting to know them better as well. 新年快乐，年年有余。